Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you something new that I stumbled upon. Maybe some of you already know, but um, I do a lot of scroll works with my designs. So I've been looking for a better way because trying to perfect that perfect curve is like really tricky in Matrix. So I was looking in Inkscape and I came up with this cool little tool. So let's just say we want to do sort of a French scroll. So what I do is I go over here and select the Draw Bezier curves. And once I do that, usually the default mode is this guy right here. Um, and I change that, which is called Create Regular Bezier Path, and I go to this, which is Spiral. And once I select that, I go up here to Path because I want to open up the editor. And if I scroll all the way down here, it says Path Effect Editor. I open that up. Now, so what you can do then is just go out here now and start to draw using these Bezier curves. Sort of all I'm interested in is getting the basic shape, and I'm just clicking and holding, and that way I can mess around with these bars to sort of get like a basic shape that I'm looking for. And I don't really care like how perfect this is because you're going to see what happens. This little macro will run, giving you some pretty cool effects. And when I'm done, I double click, and as you can see, the tool already smoothed out all these transitions. Now all I have to do is go up here to this point edit mode, and I can start taking these points. And you want to move these real slow because otherwise things can get really wacky. But now I can go in here and hone this in exactly how I want it. Let's see here, get this thing pretty close, get something here that looks good the way I was envisioning sort of the shape. And we'll draw this guy out here a little bit more. That's actually getting a little closer to how I like. And I can drag this guy around here and see, you can see how wonky it can possibly get. Uh, so let's just say, for instance, that's what we want. Now, once I'm done with that, so here I have this nice, beautiful, elegant curve here. You sort of basically have to bake it because over here you can see that you're in this macro um, Spyro spline. And if you save this, it won't save this information. So what you want to do is go up here to Path and you click on Object to Path. Now once that's done, we're all good to go and we can save this file. So I'm going to go up here and click Save As. And when I do this, I want to go down here and change the file format to PDF, just like Travis has shown us with other things. And we're just going to call this Scroll CCT. I can't spell these days, but anyways. Save. I just leave the default here, click OK. Now we can get rid of that. So then we come back here to Matrix. I'm going to click on Import. I'm going to go back here to that Scroll CCT here. We're going to open that. And I leave this fit to default screen. And usually this always comes in black, so go up here and type in properties. And I want to change this color. I'm just going to make this red. Get rid of that. And here we are. So now here we have this really nice, elegant looking scroll. Okay. And the cool part about this is you can do a number of different things here. So um, if we look at this curve and the control points, there's going to be a ton of them. You know, it's not too terribly bad. If you wanted to, you could rebuild this curve and try and get it much, I like things more simple, but I don't want to affect the look of this curve too much because let's say this is what I'm after. Um, so from here, then you can just start doing basic stuff. Like here you can go in and add profiles now, and you can do these And we'll just throw a couple in here real quick, and then we'll sweep this. Let's see here, we'll add a little bit more width to that. Bring this height down here. And we'll add one here. Drive this thing around here. And bring this width down here to like, I don't know, we'll take it down to like about a millimeter there. I like transitions, so we'll take this height down and we'll add one more here. Drive that baby around to the other side. There we go. We're just going to do a sweep history here. Sweep one history. Boom, boom, boom. Oops. Undo. Okay. Helps if I select the profiles. There, there, and there. Okay. So, now this thing you could do whatever with. I mean, you can go in and edit because history's on, so this will keep sweeping and updating. We can add a profile end on there. But the other cool part, and this is what I do a lot with, is like, for example, I'll take this thing and I'll go up here to my surface and rebuild this. So I select rebuild, and as you can see, there's like 107 and 36 on the V. We're just going to leave this as a 5 degree. I'll go ahead and leave this at 31. And when you look at that, now it's a lot much simpler, not as heavy of geometry. And the cool part is, now you can take this thing, you can go up here, we can convert that to a T-spline now. So now if I grab our T-spline tool here, we can turn that on. And see, now you can grab any of these curves, you can move it around. You know, we can resize, do whatever the things that you want to do. But because of that, I just like being able to put T-spline shapes up on surfaces and things. So, like I have a set of curves sitting in here right now. And one of the things that we can do here is, once you have this shape, I turn on the control points here, and what you can do is then you can start using things like flow on surface, and a lot of times I just use flow on curve. I draw out curves, and here we can select everything in green, hit enter. We're leaving rigid on here, so this sweeps pretty nice and we don't lose our shape, and voila. Turn on freaking A. Okay. Turn on shade, and then when you look at that, boom. Now you can actually take this thing, you can close these ends up here. You could have done that before we swept it. But now you got this beautiful shape up here, and you can still continue to edit this up on the surface that you create, or in this case, I built a curve. And I've been doing this a lot, and you can get some real beautiful lines this way. So hopefully this is something that you guys can use. If you have any questions, just post them and I'll answer them the best I can. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later.